Could help me with some additional information on it.
Well, if you ask me, it looks like some piece of cheap fiction. How could I possibly help you with it?
People probably think that all those big porno producers are slick-talking men operating out of studios in New York or Los Angeles. The truth is, one of the biggest backers of adult entertainment works out of the heartland of America, in Monticello, and it's not a man. You can thank a woman for financing some of the classiest X-rated events to be captured on film. A woman named Margot H.
Well, that could be a pseudonym for anyone.
You will admit, though, it does sound a lot like you.
I don't think I have anything to say to you, young man.
Look, somebody sent me this letter. They wanted me to see it. Now, I don't know who, I don't know why, but I'm going to find out. Now, it would be advantageous to you if you told your side of the story first.
All right, I have seen it before. It is supposed to be about me.
You know who wrote it?
It was the final creative endeavor of Mr. Wade Meacham.
Ah, I find that very interesting.
Well, Mr. Meacham wanted to write an expose about his photographic enterprises, and unfortunately, he chose to base it on our business relationship.
But everybody knew that Meacham was into pornography.
Yes, and now they know where his initial investment came from.
You don't seem so happy now that the truth is coming out.
Mr. Nelson, Wade Meacham and I were in business together for a number of years. He was my financial advisor. He would tell me about certain investments which he thought were advisable, and I would write a check.
You mean you had no idea that these checks were going to be used for X-rated films?
Pretty much part of it. As far as I was concerned, they were for stocks and bonds, for real estate. Look, the returns were always substantial. Maybe it was imprudent of me, but I wasn't concerned with the particulars. I was concerned with the profit.
Did you know that he was writing this article?
He had mentioned it to me.
And what was your reaction?
Need you ask?
Yes, you must have been very upset.
Look, I may have benefited from his little endeavors, but that man duped me, and he made me look like a fool.
Did you try to tell him not to publish it?
Of course, but he was amused with the idea of being an author.
And then what did you do?
Well, I asked him not to publish it. But it didn't matter what I thought about his worthless junk. There was no way I could stop him.
Then it was beneficial for you that Wade met his death before he was able to finish the article. I mean, that way you wouldn't have to worry about even the possibility of it being published.
I must admit to a certain amount of relief, yes.
Little did you know when you hired Winter Austin what a great help she'd be to you.
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
I mean, I'm sure she's a big asset around the office, but the biggest help she was to you was killing Wade Meacham.
Are you suggesting that she did that for me?
No, just that you enjoyed her marksmanship.
No, you are way out of line, Buster.
Well, you did put up her bail. Wouldn't that be a generous way to say thank you?
Mr. Nelson, has anyone ever told you, right to your face, that you are a thoroughly unpleasant young man?